So I think every time I get a new GPU, I benchmark it to see what it is capable of. In the past, I've had many other GPUs. I've had two RX 570s. One was a Sapphire model and the other one was a powder color Red Devil RX 570. I've also had a RX 480, a GTX 1060 and a GTX 1070. I'm not trying to flex or anything like that. My most recent GPU and the one I'm using right now is a newest release from AMD, the power color Red Devil RX 5600 XT. It is the nicest GPU I've had. It even has RGB. There is even RGB in the HDMI port and display ports. The RGB is controllable with the software that PowerColor has in the website. In this video I'm going to see what it is capable of in Minecraft, because it's a game that I know of that you can reach high amount of FPS. I'm going to be using the Minecraft version of 1.14.4 because I already have Optifine installed in that version of Minecraft. I'm going to be using the Ryzen 7 with Ray Prism cooler with 16GB of Corsair Vengeance RAM at 3000 MHz and with a 600 watt power supply from EVGA. Then I launched Minecraft. For me it takes a little bit long for Minecraft to launch because Windows is installed on the HDD and not in the SSD. And I put all the graphics settings to the default. Then I launch a new world. And the GPU is not even using 50% of its power. And there's around 200-300 FPS. Went all the way down to 150 around there. Then I put the graphics settings all the way down they can go. And the GPU is still not even using 50% of its power. It's at 49 degrees, around 600, 700 FPS, going all the way down to 550, around there. Then I decided to see how many FPS it can go down by using TNT. I placed TNT, they bugged, and they went all the way down to 150. Then I decided to overclock the card to the maximum it can go. Launch Minecraft. Default settings. Launch the testing world I used. It looks like the FPS didn't go up by much. It looks like they're almost the same. The graphics card is using more of its power. And it's getting hotter too. 50 degrees, 55. And I decided to put some shaders to see how it will go. And by my surprise, it's going pretty well. 90 FPS, 95, 90 around there. But I was trying to reach the 100 FPS mark with this shader, and I reached it. Then I went to put a realistic texture pack, and it was still around the 90s, 89, 90 FPS around there. And then I went to launch Minecraft again, but with the resolution of 800 by 400. And with no shaders, it still didn't go over 1000 FPS. I wanted to try to get to 1000 FPS, but it couldn't. The graphics card wasn't even using 30% of its power. It was at around 50 degrees. Then I tried to lower the resolution down of my monitor to 800 by 400. Launch Minecraft again. And it still didn't even go over 1000 FPS. I was getting kinda confused now because all this stuff I've done and not going over 1000 FPS. Then I created a flat world and finally 1000 FPS. Then I put some shaders. And this time it went around 200, 210 in the upper 200s and lower 100s. Then I put a realistic texture pack. And it was kind of the same result, around 210 FPS, 200 FPS. Then I put a more demanding shader, Sales PTGI 11, and this time I went all the way down to 115, 120 around there. Alright, so I think I'm going to end the video here.